3 evaluation accounts but somehow made exactly $0. Hear me out. During the evaluation phase, things actually went pretty smoothly, but the second I got funded, I always found a way to overtrade and crash out, which is kind of scary because right now I somehow brought another 50k evaluation up over 2k profit and I'm getting pretty close to funded again. So this week, let's see if I can finally stop crashing out before getting funded and hopefully secure my first payout. Pre-market was feeling pretty bullish since overnight candles spent most of the session trading above the EMA, so I was low-key expecting buyers to stay in control. Right after market open, prices started moving in a range, and after a decent green candle closed on the 5-minute, I took a long looking for a breakout. However, it just wasn't moving the way I wanted. Nothing looked wrong, but the momentum felt kinda dead, and I was low-key feeling late on the entry already, so I built early for a $200 loss. Just when I got out, the price kinda bounced off the EMA and I was like, maybe I just got shaken out earlier, so I re-entered long, and this time the trade actually started ripping up, but instead of hitting home run, I just secured $360 to bring the account back to the green. Shortly after, price bounced off the top of the 50-minute ORB and I figured, alright, if buyers are still here, we might get another push up. So I went long, but then prices started getting awkward near opening highs and I low-key didn't want to watch another green day turn red. So I got out early with a small loss. Except after exiting, price actually gave a cleaner bounce above the ORB and this momentum felt way better. So I re-entered and luckily managed to grab $170. But just when you think prices will continue pumping throughout the day, the market was like psych and slapped a fat bearish candle on the 5 minutes, so I just switched sides and took a stab shot to grab yet another $170 before price really started dumping. And I was low-key feeling FOMO for not holding it longer. Had I held, I would have just ended the day right there. But good thing I stayed because the market did gave a decent pullback, and seeing such a big dump, I figured there had to be another leg down, right? So I just took a stab short, which luckily banked in $240 to finally end my day up a little over 600, leaving just $300 before passing the account. So just one trade away from passing the account. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Overnight market casually dipped 1,000 points, so naturally we should be looking for shorts coming in today. Nope, because price popped straight through the EMA after open and started hovering above the EMAs. With that, it should be an easy long, right? Nope again, because the market didn't even hesitate to tap me out for $240 loss. After that, the market did rip above the EMA again, so I take it as a sign to re-enter long, which luckily worked out this time to bring my account back to break even. Seeing how easily the market tapped me out, I figured the bulls may try to take over today's session, so instead of waiting for a pullback, I kinda just jumped in long again, which expectedly stopped me out for $180. And you would finally expect me to give up on longs, but I just re-entered to smoke myself with yet another $300. Alright, fine. I learned my lesson, so entering short should do the trick, right? Oh shit. And with that, I just started ripping trades, but I'll just skip through some of them since the process was kind of boring. So long story short, I low-key just got back to where I left off. However, this was the shot that changed everything because after the price bounced off the EMAs, I was almost all in on this trade, so if I got stopped out, this account was probably cooked. But luckily, price started ripping lower to hit my target for a fat $600 profit to bring my account back to almost break even. Normally, I would have been done for the session, but I was determined to pass my account today. So I stayed longer, which low-key was the right choice because after seeing the market broke below the 15-minute ORB, I took 2 more shots to quickly secure $330 to finally pop my account back to green. Oh boy, and with just $100 away from passing, I was so tempted to just shoot another shot. But I waited anyways and decided to flip long instead because why not? And with this long, I finally secured today's goal of passing my 50k evaluation account. First day trading my 4th funded account. Can I finally get a payout, or am I about to smoke another funded? Overnight, price was moving sideways with no clear direction, but it did drop below the EMA for now, so I'm leaning bearish. And the market did continue lower off open, however, it got bought out real quick. So I just took a long near the 840s, but this shit got slammed down almost immediately to tap me out for 360 bucks. Seeing the market bounce off the highs back below the EMA, price should get back to the bottom of the range, right? So I took a stab shot after the trendline break, and this time it did drop straight down to my TP for 170 bucks. After that trade, price went right back into sideways action, so I kinda chilled for a bit. Then after seeing price break below the EMAs, I took a stab short, but was I early? Yeah, probably, cause price instantly started bouncing from my entry, so I bailed. Still, I low-key like the short idea, so after another rejection of the EMAs, I just sent it again. And even though price tried to bounce on me one more time, I held it through and even doubled down on the pullback, which luckily worked out and brought me back to almost break even. Then I just spent the next few trades getting chopped around, but somehow after all that, I ended up right back at break even. Seeing price start ripping lower, I kinda just chased into this short, but I already knew this entry was trash, so I bailed early to secure 180 bucks. Shortly after, the market did regain strength and ripped back above the EMAs, so I entered long after price broke VWAP. However, I kinda put my stop loss a little too close and got stopped up for a small loss. Low-key, I was scared this thing might pull back before going higher, and yeah, that's exactly what it did. And seeing how price bounced off the EMAs, I took the chance to double down along, which luckily secured a fat profit before ending my day up a little more than 500 bucks after commissions. Overnight market ripped up almost 1,000 points, so if the price stays above the EMAs, I will be leading longs instead. But nope, this shit got slapped down hard, and after it started printing lower lows, I took a stab shot which quickly hit my target for 300 bucks. And I was kinda expecting the market to have some pullbacks for re-entry, but damn, price did not like that idea and kept ripping lower non-stop. By the time the price started retracing, it had already dropped close to 1,000 points. But luckily, I kept my cool all this time and stayed out instead of getting myself into trouble again. After the momentum died off, it started printing higher highs, so I just jumped in long looking for price to test the 600s, which it quickly did to secure another 200 bucks to bring my account up 500 for the day. 2 for 2 so far, so I should just end the session here, right? Yeah, nope. I got greedy and kinda kept trading since I'm low-key on a roll. I should take this chance to milk the market, and yeah, worst choice ever. 30 minutes passed and price just kept making higher highs, so taking a stab long should be safe, right? Okay, nothing serious since I'm still in the green. And seeing how price started ripping below the EMAs, I guess shorts might be the move instead. Wait, hold on. I remember I was literally up 500 bucks half an hour ago, but now I'm in the red. Not gonna lie, I was low-key getting tilted already, so after the market popped above the EMAs again, I took a stab long without waiting for a proper pullback, which unfortunately left me deeper in the red. At this point, it wasn't even about reading the market anymore. I just wanted my account back to green. So I doubled down on the long after price rejected off the trend line, and this time round, I got lucky as it easily ripped up to my target for a fat 620 bucks to finally bring me back into profit. And since I could already feel I was gonna overtrade if I kept going, I just walked away with around 280 bucks to end the day. Not much, but I'll take it. Last day of the week, can I hold on to the gains and stay green, or am I gonna flop this account because pre-market seems to have slowed down with no clear directions, and I usually don't do too well in these conditions. Price was still respecting the EMAs off open, so I took a stab shot hoping it can break out of the range, but seeing how hesitant the market was, I just bailed early for a small loss. Good thing the damage wasn't too bad cause I low-key needed every dollar of drawdown today, as I literally got humbled inside this range mainly because I was just being stubborn and wanted price to break out so bad that I kept taking longs, thinking surely this thing had to move sooner or later, right? Had I just bought the bottom and sold the top of the range, I would have been chilling. Instead, I was already down over 1,000 bucks within 20 minutes of open. Not gonna lie, I was already mentally prepared to blow the account if the next long didn't work. But luckily this time, price finally broke out, and honestly, I low-key wanted to move my target higher, but the market ripped out almost instantly after entering. Could I have held longer? Probably, but no complaints cause this trade basically cut half of my losses and brought back some hope. After that, price started forming higher highs, and seeing another bounce off the EMA, I took the chance to double down on a long, which quickly hit my target for a big win, and that finally pulled me back into profit. A couple of candles later, price started printing lower lows near supply, and I felt the market was overdue for a pullback, so I took a step short. I did reduce my size since this was counter trend, but low-key, I should have entered bigger cause price dumped straight into my target for another 180 bucks. Seeing today was the end of the week plus the mental damage from climbing back from 1,000 bucks drawdown, I just closed out the charts and walked away with around 245 bucks to end this week's session. After weeks of bad news, we finally got something to be proud of, as not only did we stack up quite a few green days for the past 2 weeks, we also brought our new funded account up over 1,000 bucks. But I don't think we are out of danger yet, since I still get greedy sometimes, which ends up tilting me, and I'm also figuring out if using range bar as my entry chart actually suits me. Probably need to backtest a little more, but so far, things seems pretty decent I guess. And if you have been enjoying the journey, feel free to like and subscribe as we continue to fight for that first payout. With that being said, I'll see you guys next week. To the moon!